Hello, my name is Chairis, and I would like to present a case study, which is food delivery app for urban professional. Today we'll be discussing the redesign of an app premium food delivery app, specifically designed for an urban professional aged 25 to 45. These professionals are busy, value healthy, fast meals, and seek convenience, such as meal reordering and discovering new options. They also prioritize dietary preference like keto and vegan. It has resource availability such as advanced analytic and budget large scale, which is A and B testing. However, this project comes with a key challenges. First, meal discovering versus one-click ordering, striking the right balance between these features. The second is dark mode and glare issues, ensuring usability in outdoor environments. Dietary restriction, catering to a diverse user base with a specific needs. With 10 weeks of redesign the app and a budget of ringgit 880,000, we must prioritize efficiency design solution. Fortunately, we also have access to advanced analytic tools like a mixed panel and full story, along with a budget for A/B testing with 1,000 plus users. However, the timeline and limited resource mean we must focus on the key features that meet users' needs and ensures the competitive app at launch. So this is the techniques for each stage. Research stage. User interviews are a qualitative research method where we directly engage users to gain insight to their behaviors, needs, and pain points. For this app, we will focus on understanding how users balance meal reordering with meal discovering and what dietary needs like keto and vegan they have. Pros for user interviews provide a deep insight and help personalize the app based on users' needs. Cons time consuming and may result in a small sample size. However, 2UX research can efficiently conduct focus interviews. For the alternative, surveys can gather broader data, but lack of depth that interviews provide. Surveys can be used to validate broader insight after interviews. On to the next stage is card sorting. Card sorting helps users categorize content based on their mental models. This technique will help us structure meal categories for meal discovery and meal reordering features. For the pros, is it quick and cost effective? Great for complex information like meal categories. And the cons of this card sorting is limited to the information structures and doesn't provide insight into UI, design, or interaction flows. And for the alternative for this ideation stage, which is affinity diagramming, it helps organize ideas but lacks the user's involvement in categorizing content that card sorting provides. Prototyping stage, which is high fidelity prototype, a detailed interactive model that closely resembles to the final product. This will allow us to test a meal discovery flow and a dark mode glare issues and meal categorization. For the pros of this stage, which is provide a realistic user experience, ideal for testing critical features like glare sensitive dark mode and meal filtering. For the cons of this stage, which is time intensive and could result in overcommitment to specific a design element early on. However, the budget for the prototype justifies this choice. For the alternative of this stage, which is low fidelity. Low fidelity prototype can be created quickly, but unsuitable for testing critical features like lay issue in dark mode. Low fidelity prototypes are useful early on for a basic flow testing, but they are lack the realism needed to test critical features like lay sensitive dark mode. To summarize, the selected technique user interview, card sorting, and high fidelity prototype are tailored to meet the project tight timeline and budget while ensuring the user-centered design. This technique will help us. Number one is understanding users' need and dietary preference through interview. Number two is structure meal categorization based on a user preference with card sorting. Number three is a test realistic app features like a meal discovery and dark mode glare with high fidelity prototype. Moving forward, I recommend the design team continuously iterate based on the user feedback, prioritize meal categorization and dark mode improvement, and conduct the A and B testing to redefine the key features. Close collaboration between the designers, developers, and researchers will ensure that the app is delivered on time and meet the user's needs. That is all from me. Thank you.